All righty, what's going on? We are back with another Matic Mondays
What
live
up?
stream. Actually, this is recorded, but
They don't
we
know that.
have they're gonna know because we're not so interactive with them.
I know,
They're
right?
gonna say, "Hey, what's going on?" But we'll be in the chat Monday to talk with everybody, and if they have questions, we can answer them at that time. But we have my wonderful co-host Tiffany, Sports and Heels.
Hey guys,
Say hey, Tiffany.
how y'all doing?
And we have a great visitor today. I have been trying to get this young lady for a while. Um, she's been popping up on everybody's other live streams, and I'm like, okay. I said, I'm gonna track her down. She gonna come on this
Don't
live
do my good
stream.
sis like that. She
But
busy. She busy.
I know she put me last. I'm like, man, I've been wanting her first, and I seen her popping up, so I've been enjoying her content on other live streams. So I hope she give us the same energy that she gives everyone else on their live stream. We have Rebecca from Brazil. She's a travel. She's a digital travel vlogger. Lots and lots of content, and I want her to introduce herself to my wonderful, wonderful subscribers. And the floor is yours, Rebecca.
Hey, your time, just is your time, and I promise to you, the last will be the best. Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for the invitation for this conversation, Adrian and Tiffany. I'm so happy to meet you and to stay here, share a little bit of my experience traveling around the world. My name is Rebecca Aletheia. I'm from Brazil. I'm a traveler from, I don't know how long I'm a traveler, and I love to do it and to encourage Black travelers, women from South American, Caribbean, and African. We know our different perspective from money from USA is completely different. We cannot compare because you're receiving dollars and we doesn't, and we need to make it this money to be more expensive for you travel around. I'm a podcaster. I'm a YouTuber, Instagram, and I do so many. I'm a writer and blogger. I write for blogger, focusing Afro tourism and show the Black culture around the world. That is a little bit about me. And when I told you today will be the best because I just published my first book,
Oh,
Black Traveler, Woman Traveling Around, and how is it? That is very nice. In few months will be in English version, and you can like to have the experience and to know more or less how it is to be a Black traveler around the world.
awesome. Well, congratulations. That is
Thank you.
amazing. So let me ask you, how long have you been
Beautiful.
traveling?
I don't know because my parents they are traveler and my grandparents also travelers, and I born in a traveler family. That is more easy for I understand how that is important for my life and my mental health. But officially, when I started working traveling was in 2017. When I have a job and I go to traveling and making money around the world. But my first travel, I have 2 months. And my first travel alone, I was like 18 years old in
Okay.
Brazil.
What is your, since you traveled with your parents, right? What was
Mhm.
the first place you remember traveling with your parents?
I was in a beach in Brazil. The name is Ilha Bela, but they have so many mosquitoes and they beat and they have 2 months and my parents living went to travel with me there. It was this very dangerous. Say, are you crazy to go for this place has so many insects and I told you to be like I think there it started my activity, was my first travel. After this, my parents continue travel and they go visit me when I'm living in so many places. That make like the alliance between us for to continue traveling and show what I'm living, where I'm living, and how I am living. That is most important.
Okay, so where are you right now?
Now I am in Bahia. In the name of the city is Cachoeira. Is nice place, has a big river, and where the independence of Brazil is started. This is a black community, is the beautiful place to visit. More than Pelourinho, you love to go there, but this place, Cachoeira, in Bahia, is for me the best, the best, the best in Brazil, in the world.
Awesome, amazing. We love your outfit today. I really love your necklace.
Thank you, thank you. I love the colors and is that.
That's one of the things I find
Mm.
about traveling abroad is that, you know, the aesthetic of everything. There's so much color and vibrancy and life, not just in the people, but also in the decor, in the clothing, the way they carry themselves, in the music, the food. Everything is just about flavor and authenticity and, vibrancy. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe about your family and how you guys kind of keep that tradition of that culture going within your family?
Great. Black people are so creative. Like we are, how can I say? We love it to create. Yeah, clothes, necklace, everything. Like I love to spend my money with the local products, and my family. All moments they teach me how to do it. All of this, I both from woman, from black woman, from indigenous woman, and to how support this community, because travel is it is more than we only go there for tourism and do it. No, we stay together with the community. And when I see woman, this was from woman victim of violence in Venezuela, and I was supporting them. That is for me is travel, like is more than tourism because we are immersed in the community. That was my family teaching me, hey Rebecca, you can go everywhere, but you remember the places need the community be encouraged, and they need to receive the money of the tourism, because when you stay only in the hotel and you do only the places where like in TripAdvisor 10 things to do in some places, and you stay only focuses, but when you are in community you can understand more. And I'm not talking, I sorry, I don't speak English or I don't speak Portuguese, but you can communication. Like the people want you to understand, the people want to help you, and the people want to share culture. If you are open for it, the world can be awesome, can be more awesome. And my parents don't speak English, don't speak Spanish, and I lived in some places don't speak Portuguese, and they was there encouraging them to live and to have the great experience. And the other thing is understand Mozambique, they speak Portuguese, but it's completely different the Portuguese. And we need to understand we want to communicate, we want to enjoy, and we want to live a great experience at traveling.
So did all of that inspire you to write the book?
They didn't know I was writing. And they say, oh, Rebecca, she say, but that's not true. And I continue do. And when I show, say, hey, I have a book. And what? You do so many things. And now you have a book. I say, yes, and this here. And I write some history from that. And they didn't know. I say, why you wrote this? And was a gift for them and for my family, write our history and my history. And the most interesting 100% of the book was made from woman.
Oh,
And
wow.
yes, the printer, everything from woman, black woman around Brazil.
I
From
love that. I love that. That is amazing. That is amazing.
What
I don't
made
want
you
to dominate.
want to learn English?
Sorry.
I said, what made you want to learn English? And a lot in Portugal. I mean, Portuguese in Brazil, they don't speak a lot of English. It's real.
Exactly.
You better off actually learning Spanish
Okay.
and going over there and communicate. I was able to communicate with Spanish pretty good over
Yeah.
there.
What encouraged me to learn English was my first travel in South Africa when I was there for 1 month and I didn't speak any word. I didn't. But it was my best travel because I enjoy it. I communicate. Everyone helped me. Yeah, that's cool. But when I understood I wanted to working around the world, I needed to speak English. And they say, okay, for working outside my country, I need you to do my master degree. For do the master, I needed to know English. And I started to learn it, but it was unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. Yes. And I resigned my contract and I lived in Trinidad and Tobago for 6 months, learned English. And when I was done, I applied for some
Wow.
position for international organization and I passed it. And now I'm speaking English, not very well, but I can communicate. And that's okay. Let's do it.
Nice, nice.
So let me ask you, what has been your favorite place to visit or live?
Mozambique, I love Mozambique. For me, the best place. I have a podcaster and I have so many things I write about Mozambique. And my book, I talk about Mozambique, how this place is very important for me and my family. I visit me there and we went around. It's the best, the best, the best for me at the moment. But I love everywhere. I'm so simple and I like and I be so immersed in this culture, our culture.
So what do you do for fun in Brazil? Like, what is your thing? Like, besides being the creative, what do you do? Like, do you dance? Do you love to go dancing or live music, or are you a person who enjoys art? What is the thing that you do that just really brings you joy there?
I am a traveler. Every time you follow me at the bar, say, "Where is Rebecca just now?" Like I can stay here in São Paulo today, and in 2 3 days I'm in Rio. In other day I'm in Salvador. Like in few hours I'm now in Bahia. I just arrived and I stay in every place and Rebecca, what are you doing here? Is that like my first is when I'm in Brazil because I'm in travel outside of Brazil, is travel in Brazil and just show other Brazil. Like not the things of the people so limited. Say, oh no. And I love to show other Brazil. And when I make fun is take pictures. I love to take pictures. I love you write. Yeah.
Hmm.
I say when I'm in Brazil, I don't have a routine of my life because I'm feeling in a holiday when I'm in my place and I enjoy and I go in a party. I go to see the life. I think this is the most important to live really, live. Who knows me and who follow me in the internet say, my God, this girl, she do so many things in 24 hours. Yeah. I say, yeah, I love to do it. If I need to dance, I go dance. If I need to play drums, I can play. I can read. I can write. I love to enjoy 24 hours of my life.
Awesome. So let me ask you this: if a person was going to visit Brazil for the first time, and they had no clue about where to go or what to do, where would you advise them to start? Maybe they're there for 5 days. Where would you advise them to start their trip?
Yeah, first Rio and second Bahia. I think you will feel in love when you visit just these two places like this. Or you can start like São Paulo 2 days, Rio 5 days, and Bahia like 7 days, something like this. Yeah. And you increase, you say, oh my God, you feel in love with Brazil. But Brazil is not only these three. Only for you start, but for me has other places more better than this and much to visit with so many history like Minas Gerais, Jalapão, em Tocantins, Lençóis Maranhenses, we say Jamaica, Brazilian Jamaica. There is very beautiful. Understand the history of the Maron in Palmares, Alagoas. Is so many diversity the country and to need to visit. In Pará, we has like people aborigines with slaves, like of Afro Amazonic people. Like
Okay.
so beautiful. The culture of the people is like saying, my God, this is in Amazonia. Like this, when you think Amazonia, you think only in jungle, but it has so many Afro culture there, you feel in love.
So, and you'll have to educate me on this, but Brazil, when people think of Brazil, they think of one, kind of Eurocentric looking um, person, but Brazil has a number of different types of people that are born there and live there. Can you talk a little bit about like, where people from Brazil typically come from? I mean, their ancestry.
Yeah, we are from Africa, yeah. We are descendants of people who were slaves. Like if you're thinking about America, and when I say America, is out the continent. We're not talking about only here in South America or
Right.
Caribbean. Talk about you guys also. Yeah, we as a writer, the name is Lelia Gonzalez. She
Hmm.
passed away, and she say we are American. We has the same culture. We came from the same continent, and when you say Brazil, we are more than 52% of black people. This is so high. The number is very
Mm.
big. The same similarity.
Yeah.
It's very common when you're looking for women from Peru, from Colombia, from Ecuador, from Uruguay, except Argentina and Chile. But because they exterminated the black people there, but they has the history of the black people very high, and we need to our moment push them say, hey, this is Afro culture, this is our culture, this is black culture. That is the reason we need to travel and to show how is important uh, South America, how is important America. And when I was traveling, our moment I am
Mm.
close with black people and people from Caribbean, I say, hey, we have so many similarities. We need to be together. We need to be strong. We need to show we are African. I lived in Africa, yeah, and I visited nove country there, and now I'm going for my 10th country in Africa, and I will live in Sierra Leone in 9 days, 8 days. I'm going to live there for
Oh,
6
okay.
months.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and our moment when I am there living, I can say, hey, I do the same. Like this is ours also, and it's very important to we recognize we are Afro, we
Yeah.
are African, and we are American, and we have so many similarity. When you recognize it, we can go for everywhere, and you will remember we are American with so many things African also.
Yes, that is beautiful. So, how do you decide where you're going next?
Sorry.
How do you decide where you're going to visit next?
I need to make money. I need money. Is that like I'm in 6 months without your official job, and I like to work. I like my work, and I stay 6 months without to work officially, only traveling, expend my money. Of course, that is important. And now say, okay, I can make money traveling. That's the reason I'm going for this country in Africa, Sierra Leone. We, is that and to visit, work, and travel. That is the best plan for to live.
Awesome. Now, you talked about your YouTube. What kind of content can we find on your YouTube or your Instagram?
Sorry.
What kind of content can we find on your Instagram and YouTube? Like, what are we going to see when we go there?
travel, talking about tips of travel, talking about place to go, and how is Black woman traveling, and outfit, moda, and unusual places. That is more important. Black woman, you can have so many reference about what to do and where to go, and how
Wow.
don't so much.
Yeah, it looks like Adrian, you've got her Instagram pulled up here.
Sorry.
Yes,
I
I
said, looks like
do.
Adrian has the Instagram pulled up. There's the book.
Yeah, yeah, it's my book there. Now I'm talking about it more about my book because that is important. But this is you can find so many things what to do in Brazil everywhere.
Wow. Who takes your photos when you're traveling?
It's me. I travel alone, and I can take it myself, or I can put my cell phone on the floor and take and done. Or I ask you for someone helping me. That is important. Hey, do it
Oh,
and
that's a beautiful
go how
photo.
yours.
Wow, this looks great.
Yeah,
So I bet you have a very fulfilling life doing what you love and being able to do that from anywhere.
exactly, exactly. The life is only one, and we need to enjoy. And to live is extremely urgent. We need to live. We need to have dreams and to make dreams happen. And our moment say, I am living my dream. Hey, I don't care. I don't want trouble. I don't want problem. I don't want to gossip. I don't have time. I need to live. I need to live extremely deep on my life.
Yes, I think we preach that. Adrian and I preach that a lot on the, Matic Mondays. Is you know the U.S. culture is very much work, 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 and not a lot of enjoying life. And I think both of us, and we try to encourage others to kind of have the mindset that life isn't just about going to work, paying bills, and that's it. There's such a big world out there, and there's so many things that we were created to do other than work. And yes, work is a means of paying your bills and taking care of your family, but life is more about experiencing life and being present in the moment and allowing yourself to experience new cultures and new places, because all of that is just going to enhance the kind of person you are, and who you are as a human being. And it taps into those things that we were created to do, and nothing is a better reminder of who you are than being in a strange place, an unfamiliar place, and trying different foods, and listening to different kinds of music, and having conversations and relating to people from different places. And I think we lose that. We lose that just by focusing on working and paying bills. And I love that you're living that message of your dreams can be reality, whatever that looks like for you. Even if it's just one trip a year, if that's all you can manage, but you make the best of it by figuring out how you can enhance your lifestyle and live in a way that brings you joy, it brings you peace, brings you comfort, and educates you and grows you and keeps you in this place of evolving as a human. And I love that you embrace that, and that you're using all of your creative gifts to be able to, whether it's writing, whether it's drumming, whether it's your fashion, whether it's your YouTube or your Instagram, you're using all of that as an avenue to spark that want in someone else. So that's beautiful and wonderful. So thank you for that.
Thank you, thank you. I always say one thing there because you will think, when I will be retired, I will travel so much. When I will, you always put all the best thing in the future, but we doesn't know about the future. What I know is that most people who have been killed are black men. Like this, hey, who will be killed will be men. Why are you waiting so far away? My presence is very important. We are talking about women and what we don't receive a great salary around the world. We don't have time, and all of the black women are mother, 5 children, 3 children,
Yeah.
and helping family. Why am I thinking the future? The present for me is very important. If you don't go around your neighborhood, from your city, from your country, don't think when you be old, you start travel so much. Hey, this is the yearly exercise. This needs to start now. Hey, what am I going to do? I don't have friends to go. I'm not going. Sorry, it starts now. I'm going alone.
Yeah.
Okay, don't care. I am happy to go alone. And I do now some exercise with my friends. Like, hey, you need to meet one person different per day who you are open to meet. Because when you're a child, we go in the park, we go,
Yeah.
yeah, my friends, my best friends,
Mhm.
I love you, I like you. But sometimes when you're adult, we say, ah, no. And we create so many things. You say, hey, hello, how are you? What are you doing? What are you doing
Right.
now? Every time when I say it, open for me. I stay in a party, I stay in a boat, I stay in houses of people. Hey, come in here, stay here with me. When you did it, sometimes when I'm traveling, I need only to the people say, hey, don't worry, stay in my home this night. The people don't want to only make sex with me, don't want to kiss me, no want anything, want to only help me and to share experience. I am say, yes, I am going. And I open my house and say, hey, are you traveling? Yeah, me here, me passing here. You stay in my house. I live on the beach.
Wow. I'm coming to Brazil.
Mm.
And the people in my house. You know, Rebecca, these people say, no, I don't know. But I am open. And when I bring it for the word, the best things, I receive the best thing. Anything will happen with me. If I think, oh my God, these people will rob me, it will happen. Like if I'm block everything, I'm talking about from Brazil, about from South America. It's danger
Yeah.
when you watching on the TV. But I do it. The people do it with me. And the people, I never know when the people say, what's your Instagram? Say, oh, no, I don't have. But after they say, oh, I know Rebecca. She's like, my life is so many real. Recently, Adrian told me, hey, Rebecca, what she asked me, are you a digital? I say, no, I'm so real because I'm like a normal person. I want to meet people. I wanted to enjoy the life. For me, that is the most important. And if I love to travel, I need support people to travel. I need to support for great experiences.
Yeah, and I took a chance. I looked at your Instagram, but I really enjoyed your YouTube channel, which is what I think, Adrian, this is what you're showing now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I, yeah, you have some really engaging, interesting videos on your YouTube. So I encourage our subscribers to subscribe to Rebecca's YouTube channel as well, especially if you're interested in all the travels that she's doing. She has some beautiful content, and it's definitely very interesting to watch. Is there a video that you would recommend? I mean, I recommend all of them, but if there's
Oh,
one.
I think one talking about Maron Keys Palmares. I show like the history of this big Maron and very important for her history. Palmares is Quilombo dos Palmares, the name of the video. I think it's very important for you understand the history of about the freedom people in Brazil. Yeah, the first freedom, and it's very important to see. I think it's this. I think the most nice. I like to talk with the people to encourage you travel. And there's so many tips what to do in Brazil, in São Paulo. I show samba in São Paulo. The people, what? Yes, a samba in São Paulo. Yes, maracatu, some traditional culture in Brazil. And I have some videos from in Africa also. It's nice.
Yeah, I really like it.
Okay, let me show actually her Instagram. Um, Share screen.
Ah, yeah, yesterday published. Yes, I'm in my friend's house, and look what they did for me to receive to receive me is fabulous in Bahia. I'm going out to enjoy the life. Yeah, I went to in a restaurant with two girls. I didn't know them, and I was there to have a fun and to enjoy Bahia with a local people. I think this is so important for you be deep in the places more
Yeah.
than tourists.
Yeah, if you're traveling anywhere, to our subscribers and those who are watching, try to find a way to immerse yourself in the local culture with locals. It's definitely a different experience. You learn a lot, but it's more authentic to what you would expect of visiting a different country would be like. It's important that you allow yourself out of your comfort zone, because those are I promise you, the best experiences you have are the ones where you're immersed in the culture of the locals.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Nice.
you guys are having fun. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love to dance and to enjoy the life is very important. This girl, she studied in Cuba, and there is a video in Pelourinho in the night. Like, yeah, it's now in Brazil. We are celebrating the Carnival, and in Bahia is so Carnival, and but in São Paulo and Rio is very high. Is very strong now for this unusual Carnival.
When is
Mhm.
Carnival in Brazil?
Yes, 40 day
Now.
after the 40 days after the East happened the Carnival. But when it was in a lockdown because the COVID, and they moved it for now. And
Okay.
places is happening the Carnival.
Okay.
Cravinho is a drink from
Mhm.
Bahia, Salvador, and is very popular. And when you go to Pelourinho, you must drink this drink, Cravinho, the name.
Is it an alcohol or a coffee or?
Al- Alcohol. Is with and yeah, I don't know how to say, but it's cravo. I don't know how to say in English. This is the celebration of the publication of my book, The Last View. Is was more than 50 black people there to celebrate
Wow.
my book in Rio. Was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And
Oh,
tomorrow, like in will pass, will be in Salvador, Pelourinho, and are going so many friends. I hope they are going there to celebrate with me my book.
that is
Nice.
amazing, Rebecca. Yeah.
This is the invitation for the celebration.
So do you produce or create all of the content yourself?
Yes, but it's
Wow.
very natural. It's very natural. Like it's not I am planning what I'm going to do because my life is so
Yeah.
natural. Okay, I don't need like I love my real life. My life like is secondary from me. But it is very normally. I don't need to stay 10 times make a video. It's one video, it's let's go. Let's go. I need to leave. But I'm recording, and when I arrive at home, I publish all my videos because I don't have time to spend the internet. I want to enjoy the life.
Yeah. So what about your friends? Do you have friends that you encourage to travel, and have you take travel with any of your friends?
Yes, yes. I has a group. The name of the group is Bitonga Travel. We are more than 250 black women.
Wow.
Yes. We encourage, we are a group of travelers.
Are you all from Brazil?
No, from South America, Caribbean, and Africa.
Okay.
Who speak Portuguese, places where speak Portuguese in Africa. Bitonga Travel, the name. Yes, that. And you will show other black women. we do some travel together, and some travel like we show for the other people to encourage. I did it in the end of the last year, December and January, a group of travel with me. I'm an influencer. The guys, hey, I want to travel with you, and we did the Afro tourism in Colombia. Was awesome, the best travel of my life. And for the internet, the people say, I don't believe Rebecca's in Colombia, showing black people in Colombia more than Cartagena. The people from US love to go to Cartagena, but we showed Cali, Palenque. We stayed 2 nights in Palenque, 3 days enjoying Palenque, immersed in the Afro culture. Also in Cartagena, and also Bogota and Leticia, Amazona from Colombia, and cross the border walking to arrive in Brazil. That's for
Wow.
here, that picture with the Colombia flag. Show the
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've had a couple of people who have lived or visited Colombia, or that are U.S. citizens, and they always talk about Cartagena for the Afro-Caribbean culture. But even Adrian himself has said you've got to get out, go to Palenque, and that's one of the areas he suggests for me, because that's one of the things that I'm really interested in. Is I know Colombia is beautiful and vast, but I really love the African diaspora, and that's really where I want to focus my travels.
yeah.
So yeah,
We
absolutely
focus
amazing.
our travel. We focus in Afro tourism in Colombia, and we stay with families. 2 nights in Palenque means we pay for the community. Our money is stay there. And when you say, hey, why you are going to pay for a hotel? If you have money, you pay for the community. We need to share our money with our black people. That is the most important. When you stay in Cali, Cali is the Pacific from Colombia. It's so many black people. When we was there for 5 days, bring your money for the community. We stay with community, and your money was there. We know where was going our money for tourism. That is most important. Where who you receive my money? My money is very important for me, and every cent I need to know who I am bringing my money, because this is very important. It's not to spend money. It's who you receiving my money, who I saving for to do it.
Thank you for that. I think
Nice.
often as U.S. travelers, we just go for convenience. Some go for luxury, but we don't think about where that dollar is going. And thank you for that. As trips are coming up, I'm thinking to myself, how can I maximize where possible and spend that money even internationally with the black, and give that and to support those communities there. So thank you for that.
Welcome, welcome.
Nice, nice. Do you have any other platforms? Um, Instagram, YouTube. Are you on TikTok?
Mm-hmm. I think the website Bitonga Travel, www.bitongatravel.com.br, or other platform.
Okay, got it. Let me see if I can share that.
So tell us about your podcast, because podcast is different than Instagram. It's different than YouTube. Tell us about it.
Exactly, great. The podcaster is nice platform where we find your way to listen other women, other black travelers, women. Why we want to listen these guys? Because the best travel, I always say, is our history, our travel. Sometimes when you travel so much, it starts to be make a competition. I did it, I did it, I did it. If you didn't travel. It's like you didn't travel. The people say, ah, You went in Paris, you have not to be in Eiffel. If you are in Colombia, you didn't went in Palenque, you didn't went in Cartagena, your travel was not good. No. When you did that podcast, you had like a conversation. Tell about our history, our travel. What you did, how much did you spend, what did you recommend, and you tell everything. And sometimes the people can say, I didn't anything in my travel, but for me was the best. I was resting, where I spent my money, what you did, and we show how important it was your travel. And it's very different because when you travel so much, it's like a competition. And we don't want you to have a competition. And you want to show and bring other women for share your history or experience of traveling in some place. And you say, I want you to talk about Cartagena. And we'll talk about. I want to say, talk about New York. And you look for someone in internet and you will make the invitation. Today, I met a woman. She has like almost 70 years old, and her dream was have a tourism agents. Her
Hmm.
dream, and now she say, "Hey, I
Oh,
can do." And she make her first travel with more than 30 people, black woman
no.
from, and they went for other states. And can you imagine it?
Yeah.
He now has a tourism agency. She has 70 years old, and her first group, they was more than 30 people, black people. And say, hey, I need to tell this history. How you can have a dream, how you can travel with not so much money,
Yeah.
share experience. And
Yeah.
the best history is your history because it's so easy. I tell about my history. I do it, Adana, because I'm influencer. I have so many experience. I have money to do it, but I need you to listen also.
Okay.
And I, hey, tell me your history. Tell me your experience for share for the people who has other possibility to travel.
Yeah. I love that because what you showed there is this 70-year-old woman decided to take a step towards her dream, and things unexpectedly came together that exceeded her expectations, right? And I want to encourage you guys that when you start taking those steps, and I've lived it myself. When you start taking those steps into the things that you've always dreamed about or always wanted to do, or just feel a pull or gravitation towards, start taking those steps beyond the research, beyond the phone calls, beyond the YouTubes and the podcasts, beyond watching videos about it. Take those steps to actually do it, whether it's opening a bank account and putting aside $20 a week, going on Airbnb and looking at prices, maybe booking the flight in advance, not even knowing if you're going to have a place to stay, and kind of just take a big leap of faith towards the things that you're dreaming about. You will be surprised how things will just start to fall together and will start to happen for you as a result of taking those steps. I think that that initial fear of, well, what if this doesn't work out, or what if I fail, or what if I mess up, or what if I, what if I can't get the money? There's so many things that can block you from doing it. But I think if you silence those things and decide to take that leap of faith, amazing, incredible things will begin to happen that will push you into your dream. And so I encourage you, as you're hearing these stories today, as Rebecca is talking about her adventures, as we're constantly every other week talking to you about moving into your own thing, whatever that thing is, keep in mind that you're going to have other people telling you, naysayers telling you it's not possible, or you're being ridiculous, and your own voices,
Yes.
let alone the external voices. But you've got to silence them. You've got to keep taking those steps towards your dreams, because I'm telling you, there's something on the other side of it that's meant just for you.
Exactly. And for us women, yeah, has the resist first has our gender. They you say, hey, where is
Yeah.
your man? You need your family, and we have so many pressure. Like
Yeah.
you must do it. No, why you are travel alone? You have the culture of travel together.
Yeah.
Is nice when you say, yeah, so many American. But when you are talking about Brazilian, how many black Brazilian have you been travel together? That's not your reality.
Yeah.
That's go to you find your friends who have money. We don't have money. And when I go travel with more than 5 women with me, I say, hey, Rebecca, can you imagine it? Was more like $2,000 we was spending for to travel together. Who has this money? And when I
Yeah.
find someone to say, hey, we have to, you can do it, this is very powerful. But if you don't have friends, go alone.
Yep.
Has this experience. And if you are a man, how you can support your wife, your girlfriend to go travel alone? You
Yeah.
don't need to live together. Don't
Yeah.
mean she doesn't like you, but you need to say go alone, do it for yourself, because
Yeah.
you don't need to live 100% together. You need to see the different words. How is the word different when you are alone or when you are together? And
Absolutely.
how it has to be freedom. And we need to support each other. And the men are part of this responsibility, black woman.
Yeah. And if you're, hopping on a plane and going international for your first solo trip may not be the thing for you. Try doing it, especially to my ladies. We love girls trips, and I love girls trips. I have a select group of girlfriends, and we love, traveling together. But there is nothing like going on a trip by yourself, because there is a little bit of nervousness that you're going to be alone, but there's also this bit of excitement because you literally can do whatever you want to do. There's no one else's timetable, there's no one else's agenda. You can do exactly what you want to do. So start out maybe going to a city that's not your own, and booking a hotel for the weekend and enjoying taking yourself out to dinners or whatever it is that you enjoy doing. And then once you get comfortable with that, try a different state. Then try maybe going on an airplane and going somewhere else. And then get your feet wet with an international trip. Always do your research. There's always things you have to be mindful of when you're traveling, just like where you're living at. There's things you're mindful of. There's precautions you take to keep yourself safe. But coming to shows like this, reading podcasts and going on Instagram and following travelers like Rebecca, myself, and Adrienne will help you build up that knowledge that you can feel more comfortable, that you can then practice when you're taking these little short solo trips, for yourself.
Mhm. Yeah, and the most is important. Try to write your history. We have so many things to share our experience. Don't mean I, Rebecca, she travels. She has so many stories, but we need to write our feelings. Our feelings important. What we see, how our experience. We don't need to go so far to have like nice experience.
Yeah.
What we are living is very important, and our travel can start to reading book or writing our history, and your history can be day by day, be how what you are looking, our future, or what you are looking for our past. And this can be very freedom, open your mind to how the world is necessary for you to share your history.
Yeah, no one can tell your story like you can. So, I mean, I know a lot of people create content to make money. A lot of it is to make money so that they can continue to live the lifestyle that they choose to live. And some do it to provide for their families. Whatever your reason for creating content, for documenting your journeys or documenting what's happening in your life, for telling your story, it is important that you do so, not just for yourself, but also for generations to come, to be inspired, to be encouraged, to be uplifted, and to constantly bring love from the way that you show love to yourself, and that's by telling your story. No one can tell it but you.
Exactly.
Now, what is this video we're seeing here?
This is in Cape Town. I think it's the Table Mountain. I have climbed there twice, and this was my second time there. I was with my little brother. We was traveling in South Africa.
Wow, Cape Town is definitely on my list, and this is one of the reasons. Look at that view.
Yes, it's very beautiful. You must go.
So you mentioned that you have a trip coming up.
Yes, in 90 days, I think 98 days, I don't know. But I was thinking, what do you do when you know in 20 days you are going to travel? In the 6 months far away from our country. Everybody will say, I started to organize my stuff, see my family, see my friends, and I am traveling. And I will stay on my place in my parents' house. I'm not going for my house because I don't have few days for organize my stuff and see my family, few friends, and go travel.
Is that your little brother in the back
Look at
seat?
that.
Yes, yes. Uh-huh. We was in South Africa. Geez, I am talking. I took a Uber uh, in South Africa, and one guy he accepted. But when he accepted, just say, "Hey, I'm going far away, like 2 hours from here. If you want, I can pay for you more money. Yeah, for we go there, and you spend all your day with us, and you pay money for you, like you be my guide." And you visit this museum. Was the museum of talk about the history, how beginning the universe. It's very nice. And he said, yeah, sure. And we
Oh,
was making fun, like, hey, who accepted receive a travel with me and my little brother? And this man, he was so happy to visit and to travel with us this day.
wow. Now what is this?
And this is the Carnival in Rio, 2 days, 3 days ago.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I was there before coming here to Brazil. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Is that a stadium or is that the street?
Yeah, no, it's like a stadium. It's like a stadium. It's like big street, but only for samba. It's very nice. It's very, very nice in Rio.
Oh, wow. Wow. If you haven't already clicked subscribe to Rebecca's channel, please do so now. You are missing out on some amazing content. This was just 2 or 3 days ago, Carnival in Brazil and Rio. Obviously, she's capturing some amazing content, sharing it with you guys, sharing her love for travel with you guys. So, um, you know, pick up what she's throwing out, guys, and subscribe to her channel.
Thank
Wow.
they there.
Yes, let's get her to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, she needs 10,000 subscribers. That's what we need to get. This is amazing.
I out now.
Look at the costumes. There's so much pageantry in it that we don't get to see. We don't have anything like this here in the US. Wow. I got goosebumps. I don't know about you guys watching, but this is incredible.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I love Carnival.
There's so
And
much energy.
when the people coming to Brazil and some of the Americans say, hey, Rebecca, I want to do a tour with you, like with a local. I'm not a guide, but I show Brazil in the perspective of a local. And I show we go in a carnival, we go for the preparation in carnival in São Paulo. When the people say, "What a carnival in São Paulo?" and the people being shocked because this is our tradition. And in everywhere we celebrate carnival. For me, it's very religious for my family. And the people, oh, I have never been, and some Brazilian have never been. When say, go Rebecca, she will show you and say, hey, this is carnival. What is this? And I show all means of the carnival because it's not only show, not only dancing. We have like tradition. What is some department of carnival? That's the reason we say the life must should be a carnival
Mhm.
because it's very serious for us. Like has the mothers, we say baianas, has like the uh, two couples of who you dance, has like so many rules for the carnival, for the group of carnival happen, and our life must should be like a carnival. I think it's very important.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
It's
Well, Re- Rebecca, I appreciate you coming on. I told you I was going to keep you right at an hour because I know you got a lot of stuff to get into. So, any other things going on you want the people to know about? Um, any type of other projects you're working on? Another book?
Yeah, very much my book, and I think you told about how to make money to travel so much. Yeah, I think the objective of your channel. Yeah, and and you asking me this day, Rebecca, what you do? What you
yeah.
call?
What do you do?
Are you a rich girl? I am a rich girl. No,
Do you have this book in English? Is it offered in English?
in few months, we are making the translation.
So buy
But
both versions, guys. Buy the Spanish version
Okay.
now, and then wait a few months, and then buy the English version.
exactly, exactly. I'm a nurse, yeah, humanitarian nurse,
Oh,
but for a few months, and the rest the same quantity that I have been working. First, like I love to work. Like when asking me, "Hey, you are digital?" I say, "I'm real," and sometimes I'm digital. Of course, and I make money renting my apartment for Airbnb. I have my house where I can go and come back every time. That is most important because in our culture now, the white people they like to say, "Hey, I say everything to travel." It's very important to you do it, but we are black people.
yeah.
That is more hard for us because I needed to continue support my family with money and how I can make money. And I rent my apartment for Airbnb when I'm traveling. That is important uh, for Airbnb, and this will continue making money. Now my book, and I write for bloggers.
Okay.
I'm making money also with this. Like, hey, I have this material, and when they want to buy, and I receive money. That's very common. I think I sell like more per month, 3, 4 text for blog, like with a writer, not more with copyright, but with write with my name. And the other things what I can make money is doing a tour with the local tour with the people, and the people pay for me for it, and make travel with the black woman. This can make money. And now I'm influencer Insta,
Awesome.
and I receive some money or some benefits for to show some places, and it can help me to have more money.
Yes. So where can we find you on all of your platforms?
Sorry.
Where can we find you? Where can someone find you on it? What's your Instagram, your YouTube channel name.
Yes, with my name, you find me. Yeah, Rebecca double C Aletheia TH, and you can find me like it is, and in YouTube podcast, and talk to me. Let's talk. I see, was very nice when Adrian sent message for me. I always reply. I like how I told you. I like to make friends, one friend per day minimum, and internet is a great places for you have connection also. If you need some tips from Brazil, from Africa, I help so many people from America how to do, how to go, where to go. And for me, it's a pleasure to share experience with Black people. This is more my focus. And if you are white people and watching this video, no problem. We support, but you need to pay double. Because is for you support Black activities. And if you are white people, you recognize the importance of you support Black activity, Black purpose, and Black projects. You don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah, we're not exclusionary here, but this show is always going to be trying to encourage and support um, Black and brown people across the world, and so while we love and support everyone, we definitely want to spotlight communities that often are not spotlighted. So yes, if you can support in any way, shape, or form, whether it's booking her Airbnb, whether it's subscribing to her Instagram and her YouTube and her podcast and buying both versions of her book, that is how you can proudly say that you're supporting Black and brown people all over the world. So make sure you guys are doing that.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate you
Yes,
coming
Rebecca,
on and
thank you.
sharing everything. Thank you so much.
You, Adrian, how was for you? Was good to be the last or so? How was the experience for you?
Excellent.
Yes, good.
Obrigada. Obrigada.
Okay. Did you enjoy? Are you okay? Are you happy? You want one more
I'm
time with
happy. The best. You say the best for last.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
great.
Well, that is it. We're at an hour. So definitely like, subscribe to everybody's platform, Tiffany Sports and Heels, Rebecca's Instagram, YouTube, and definitely share this video so everyone in the diaspora can see it and see how Black people are doing things in this world.
Yeah, so
So
can I
that's it.
say one thing?
And
I just want to say one thing. I want to dedicate my contribution to today's show to my father, who today was his birthday. Is his birthday? He passed away a few years ago. He inspired all of the travel that I've done my whole life. It started with a conversion van taking family trips. To whether it was to Canada or around the U.S. And I just want to dedicate this show to my father, JC, who's in heaven watching down. And love you, Daddy. And I will always love you and miss you.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And feel the hug of me for you for this day. This is very. We must recognize who came before us.
Yeah.
Recognize we are not the first and we are not the discover the world, the life will be best. And this is so beautiful, Tiffany. I'm so glad to meet you and how your heart is so big and you recognize your father came first and you are continue this history. Of course your grandparents and so many people are coming before, but it's Betsy. That's so lovely.
Thank you.
awesome. Alrighty. Well, that's it. We'll catch you in the next live stream. And thank you, Rebecca, again. See you on IG.
Have a great day, folks.
Obrigada.
E nada.
Obrigada.
If
Bye.
you want to
Ciao.
follow,
I'm
I
going to
want,
follow you right now.
we are not friends of Adrian, but we are friends.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.
All right. All right.